Hi, I'm Jeremiah. I believe in marriage covenant. I believe that marriage is a covenant until death of your first spouse. I grew up in a divorce home. Remarriage was taught to me from the time I was a child. My parents divorced when I was around 7 years old. I went through life understanding that people could get remarried. I ended up marrying around 20, 21 years old, and then shortly after I became a Christian. Me and my wife were both non-believers. And after I became a Christian, I confessed my past sins. She confessed her past sin to me, and we moved forward. But after that, she did not want to live a Christian life. She did not want to follow the Lord. She ended up leaving me, going her own way. I thought that remarriage was an option. I was taught that it was okay. And when I started to study the scriptures about this topic, I came to the conclusion that remarriage is not an option, because Jesus says that remarriage is adultery. The person that marries again while divorced is committing adultery. It's a continuous act. Longevity doesn't stop the adultery. You have to leave the adulterous relationship or the adulterous marriage in order to be right with God. God gave me several visions concerning this topic, and it really helped solidify that remarriage was adultery. I ended up warning pastors about this topic. I ended up warning my direct pastor, and I found out that he was remarried. He was an adulterer as well. I had to leave that church system because I realized in the mainstream church system, they teach people that they can be adulterers and be right with God. It's just like Jeremiah prophesied when he prophesied against the people. Do you really think that you can do these things? You can lie, commit adultery, burn incense to Baal, and you can say that we're delivered to do these things. And that's the same thing that's going on in the mainstream church system, is people are living in adultery. These pastors are leading people astray. So I'm very grateful that God, he spoke to me about this topic. He made it real to me. He blessed me with a vision. He showed me in the scriptures. And now I'm no longer living that life. I forsook that adulterous relationship, and I remained single. And that's what we have to do. Because if we live in adultery and we call it a marriage, we'll be cast into the lake of fire. There's hope for those that repent, but those that do not repent, the wrath of God abides on them. My hope is that people will listen to the testimony and they will obey Jesus. Because what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and to forfeit his soul? So whether you are reconciled and or if you're not reconciled, you still have Jesus. And you have the chance to honor him the rest of your life and to love him and to grow in intimacy with him.